Yeah, hey, this is Matthew Horton, and I had to add one thing to that why black women wear weave situation. Here's the true reason behind that. It's not just because black women are ashamed of their heritage, because at one point they were not. Black women were not afraid to have afros and be proud of their Negro skin and their Negro hair. It's just, for one, when the man was locked up from trying to run drugs after the white man took jobs out the community, or he left jobs in there, but the black man was getting harassed by the white man. Or, again, not to say all white bosses are bad, because there's some nice white bosses, there's some racist ones, there's just ones who think they're better than you. So yeah, but anyway, black husband gets arrested trying to sell drugs to feed his family because he gets fired from his job. That goes on his record. Now he can't get another job, so he got to sell drugs. Cops catch him, throw him in jail. Now the mom has to do the mom and the dad's job. Mom has that, black afro. And I didn't explain everything about the skin color part. Number one, you think black and brown is bad. Okay. You can grow stuff from dirt, which looks like black skin. Diamonds come from dirt. Roses come from dirt. Midnight sky, you look up at it, you see outer space, which looks like the heavens, which looks like black. Okay? Here's the deeper thing about why a black baby can't come from a white person. The white genes of white people came from an area called the Caucasus Mountains, and I do believe that's in Europe or something like that. And everyone started from Asia and Africa, but there were those who migrated to the Caucasus Mountains, and the coldest parts of the mountains, it turned their skin cold, and their genes carried through their babies, which caused their white skin to be, or their pale skin to be existent. And black people's skin came from, Africa and, Egypt. That's where our skin came from. Heat so bad that our skin had to warm up just so we could get through, well, our ancestors could get through slavery and deal with it. And also, black skin is not a bad thing because we have a lower risk of getting skin cancer, not like white people do. And the biggest thing I don't get is if white people hate black people, why do you tan? That's turning your skin a color that you don't like. I don't get that. But anyway, here's the deeper reason why black women wear weave and straighten down their hair. It's shame, but it's also not shame. Reason because back in the 50s and 40s and 30s and 20s is turning on the television for a black person, seeing nothing but white people on television, like white models, white actresses, white singers, white dancers. They had that, long flowing blonde hair, while black people had that bushy afro and everything. So again, as I said, when the black man got arrested, the black woman had to get a job. So she tried to go into an interview with an afro. White man did not want her there with that afro because the afro looked intimidating. Also, a black woman with a bald head and a black woman with braids looks intimidating. So the white man said, I can't have this. If a black woman's going to work for me, she has to lay her hair down because I'm not having no one who looks like a threat to me working for me. And a black woman knew she didn't have a choice. It was either feed her children or, how should I say, sell out her race to do it. And unfortunately, they didn't have a lot of choices because black women were not about to see their child starve. So They kept trying to wear, afros to go to work. White man wasn't having it. He was too intimidated by it. So he said if a black woman wants to work for me, she has to lay her hair back, dress like wear that, dress like a white woman, get your speech proper so that you may work for me. That's why black women lay their hair down, because when a white man sees a black woman's hair straight down, you look like you don't pose a threat. There you go. Just to straighten that out. So black women are not always ashamed of something they had to do to get a job to make sure their children were fed. Sometimes the shame comes out of it, though. And yes, the biggest reason why black women wear weave, I'm going to throw it out there, is simply because they think that that's how they're supposed to want to look. You see white women's hair and you think, I don't see my own hair being advertised, so obviously this hair is not valuable. So I'm going to just wear a white girl hair just to see if how that makes me feel. Plus, black women see black men with white women, so they try to wear white girl hair to attract black men back to them, which usually don't work. And black girls like to wear white girl hair because they think it's longer, it's nicer, and it flows better, which it doesn't really. But yeah, so that is why they do that. And hate to say the Black Panthers will not be happy. All our women ancestors that wore furs would not be happy, but you got to do what you got to do to feed your family and yourself. So, yeah. But, yeah. Sad, but it is true. And also, black afro looks like a tree, which looks like a fist that holds up power. Roots that come out the ground, which are not supposed to be easily pulled, but... But okay, yeah, I'm out.